Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday, August 20th. Now, we don't have any meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. And we are joined by Sue Margolis, who is here with the United Update. And she will be talking to us about meetings that have happened in the past and what are some of the latest things that have been happening with United. And we also have Green Thumb Nursery, and they give us some great tips on plants, so stick around for that. Now, let's go ahead and jump to our weather. Looking pretty good. You know, we've cooled down quite a bit since last weekend, but we will start a heat up again next Tuesday. But today we are looking at very nice temperatures, 79, 66. Tomorrow, 77, 63. Then we get a little warmer on Sunday and Monday, 80, 61 and 81, 62. And then, as I mentioned, Tuesday we are creeping up into the upper 80s and then into the 90s. So 86, 64 on Tuesday. Now, if you are traveling in the state of California for the next few days, take a look at these numbers. Our local beaches are 73, 64, Santa Barbara 68, 57, San Diego 73, 66, Tahoe 75, 43, Mammoth 75, 38, and Big Bear 75, 43. So they're all about the same. Palm Springs and Las Vegas have finally been the same temperature now. Before they were way off and Palm Springs was warmer, but they're 100 with overnights in the 75. So pretty warm out there. Now, our sunrise this morning was at 6:17 and our sunset will be at 7:31. And Bob, thank you for sending in this photo of Salt Lake City. What a cool place that is. Love the architecture. So thanks for sending that in. If you have a photo you'd like to share with us, email it to Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will sit down with Sue Margolis. So stick around.
How's life feeling these days? Even if you're active, those little aches and pains can be exhausting. Now there's a new way to experience an ancient healing therapy right in the comfort of your home. Introducing the J&H Lifestyles Infrared Sauna, a beautifully crafted sauna with proven benefits of immune boosting, pain relief, and relaxation. And there are 1- and 2-person models to fit the tightest of spaces, bringing the warmth of infrared sauna therapy to you. Expert installation is available in your area. Just give us a call or visit our website today.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Sue Margolis with the United Update. Hello, Sue. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here as usual. Really a pleasure today because I have to report on. After the Open United Final Business Planning meeting held last week, I've been asked by many questions and taken many phone calls from concerned and startled residents throughout the entire community. Having served on the United Board for 3 years and as president since October 2020, it's appropriate for me to respond to the general public. The embarrassing performance of some directors at the last board meeting is a clear illustration on how dysfunctional the majority of the United's board meetings have been for more than a year. It also brings to light harassing, hostile, and disrespectful actions directed at VMS staff by some board members and residents. First, I want to review the action that the board has chosen to take during this critical meeting. GRF and the Housing Mutual business plans determine the annual budget, and therefore residents' assessments for the upcoming year. The business planning process started in January and is based on extensive planning meetings between the board and the VMS staff. VMS staff is comprised of experts in their field who advise the boards and recommend what should be included in order to deliver the board's requested service level. In March, VMS held a series of critical meetings in which each department head carefully outlined department organization, staffing levels, services provided, and resources required to meet the needs of the residents, as directed by the board of directors. Then, in the United's final business plan meeting last week, one board member arrived at the last minute, never having attended the first 12 budget meetings, and demanded a $10 per man per month cut. There is no justification for this, just a gut feeling that it can be done. The various anti-VMS board members jumped on the bandwagon. VMS is trying to do a good job, but we aren't giving them a chance. We claim our assessments are too high. We're getting nothing for them. When it is presented that performing landscaping at a level some would like, almost to the level PCM had of staff, would cost $1 million more per year, everyone on the board thinks complaining and demanding quality will work better. Prices everywhere are increasing, just as in our own world. New waste regulations are increasing our trash pickup cost. Insurance costs for fire have soared. The cost of parts, maintenance supplies are rising each day. There have been no savings in United from COVID this year. Yet some directors continue to claim the opposite. Even if there were savings, remember your United assessment does not include any facilities that were closed due to the ongoing pandemic. Your GRF assessment covers the amenities and shared costs. Savings for the previous year were applied to the 2020 assessment, which resulted in holding that amount down. Ask yourself, what the results will be of a last-minute, arbitrary demand to remove $750,000 from a carefully planned 2020 budget. Do we want to live in a community that avoids upsetting residents who don't want to face the true costs of maintaining a safe, secure, and pleasant community? Consider the recent tragedy in Florida, Surfside community.
Could you clarify what happened?
The condominium collapsed.
Oh, the collapsed one, yes.
Because
that's
the
right.
board did not take action when they heard that there were problems.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you.
Next, after the embarrassing performance at the last board, would you be surprised to know that the board members have been investigated repeatedly regarding workplace harassment issues against staff? These very situations have required the use of an independent investigator at a great cost. When these reports presented to the board prove that there has been harassment contributing to the hostile workplace, the instigators are excused by the United Board. Mm-hmm. United boards have accumulated far more citations of harassment than should be tolerated in any organization or community. And why not? There's no consequences to their bad behavior. False narratives presented by board members are stimulating residents to belittle staff. Complaints about VMS are a reflection of the dysfunctional board. VMS knows what to do and presents it to the board. The board does not act on it. VMS management is the first to say they are not perfect and are developing priority lists of the necessary corrections. VMS does not make any decision or action without the direction of GRF, Third, and United boards, as well as the VMS Board of Directors, all of whom are resident owners in the village. VMS is not the big them, it is we. Everyone wants the amenities opens. There simply isn't staff to support this. The negativity displayed daily in the village has made this place a toxic workplace. VMS has more than 45 openings they're unable to fill, and they are losing staff weekly due to our hostile work environment. We offer industry average salaries and benefits, but we do have a reputation: nasty residents and horrible board directors. Imagine working under these circumstances with constant complaints. Let's think about this. If the United Board cannot govern itself fairly, how can it be expected to govern the community fairly? How can the board be in a position to assign fines and consequences to the community members when its members feel free to perpetrate and absolve their own misbehaviors? If you want this place to function, everyone needs to work at letting the staff know that they are valued. We must raise the assessment levels to where the staff can function. We must fund our reserve so that a special assessment is never necessary. We must elect board members without agendas. Simply put, we must return to an environment of civility, courtesy, respect toward all who live and work here in the village, residents, board members, and staff. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your candid update. I respect what you're saying, and hopefully the residents have a clear understanding of what you've been dealing with, and other board members as well. Now, with that said, there is an election that is coming up for the United Board members. And how many positions are available?
There are 5 positions open, and there are a number of people who have applied.
Okay.
So we will have the ballots out fairly soon, and they should take their time to look at these people carefully and realize that we want a group that can work with the staff.
Exactly. Now we are going to have a meet the candidates of those folks who are running, and that'll be on September 10th, and that's at 1:30 in the afternoon, and that will be right here on Village Television. So thank you very much. We've appreciated all of the information that you have given us over the time that you've been with the board, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, remember that you can meet the candidates that are running for the United Board. You can see them right here on Village Television, and that was September 10th at 1:30. We'll be right back.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Hope allows patients to know that they can get through the process and be okay. Because if you lose hope, then you really are not fighting. And so hope is extremely important in a patient who's diagnosed with cancer.
It's time to get more out of your hearing. Whether you're considering hearing aids for the first time or you've been wearing them for years, it's time for more. Oticon's More hearing aid with deep neural networking is a game changer. Join audiologist Ann Mundell-Noel and Dr. Laura Hunt at Amazing Hearing, located in the Trader Joe's Center. We have special offers and incentives through the end of the month. Call today to schedule your free consultation. It's time for more.
Okay, so here we're going to do a demo for things that grow in the shade.
Okay.
So when I say shade, these will take morning sun before 10 o'clock, afternoon sun after 4, or just a bright filtered light. So if you have a patio with a slatted top, that would be fine. And so the idea behind this is one of the college professors around here, I believe at Saddleback, says you want chillers, thrillers, and spillers. So the chiller is the guy in the middle, and this is called a Crasandra. And this gives you beautiful orange flowers starting probably about March, and goes all the way through into December. So
that's long.
Yes, this gives a really good color. It's pretty easy to grow. So we're just going to pop it out of the pot. And this one is not too bad, but I'm going to loosen this up just a little, give it a little scrunchies. Loosen it up just a hair, and this is going to be my thriller. This goes in the center.
Is that considered like the focal point?
The focal point.
There you go.
And so what we're going to do from here is we're going to hopefully create a cascade effect to where it's big in the middle, medium, and then spilling over the edge.
Would you take like these
on
the outside? Okay.
Yep. These are going to be our chillers, which mean they just kind of hang out and be a part of the team. And this one is, yes, root bound. So I'm going to pull some of these off. Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll do this one.
And I've tried to get contrasting colors. Now, when you look at a color wheel, the colors that are next to each other are complementary. Okay. The colors that are opposite each other are contrasting. So I like the contrast myself.
Well, that's kind of a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're similar.
Yes, they are. And then these are coleuses. And these, they're going to get a little flower, but usually I take the flower off. It is pretty, but once it's done flowering, pinch the flower off because it'll keep putting on more leaves that way. And if these guys get too tall, you can pinch them, and you can take the cuttings and plant them. So
when you say pinch them, are you saying with your finger, or can we use our clippers?
You can use your clippers. You can use your fingers. I say pinch because
this one has a lot of root.
Yes, that one is.
I'm gonna let you do that one.
Okay, this one is a sweet potato vine, and yes, it will get a sweet potato. It is. It does form a potato.
One you can eat.
They're edible, but I don't think they're tasty.
Might not be tasty. Okay.
So this one is actually going to spill out over the edge as well, and it does get a flower. It's loosely in the morning glory family.
Oh.
And again, let's see. Actually, I want to put this one over here because I'm going for the contrast. I want my chartreuse in between my two purples.
That looks great.
And then I'm going to pull this one over into here next to my green because I want that contrast there.
Right.
And now I'm going to put in some more spillers. This one is called...
Oh, and they're going to come over.
Yeah,
oh,
this is called
smart.
lamium. And there's two different kinds. You can see they're both lamiums, but they're different leaves and different colored flowers. This one's white, this one's pink. So these all are going to do well in a part-sun situation, which is why. And they like a similar watering habit.
Right.
So that's another thing you have to keep in mind when you're planting, is that they need to be compatible with each other. If they're living in the same space.
Right. Well, and that's something that you said you can look up online.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Or they can come here and talk to Kathy.
You can. Yes, that's what we're here for. Okay, so this one I'm going to stick in here. Very good.
This one must be fresh.
Yes, this one's a young one. And I'm going to stick this one in here because it's going to give me that nice green pop of color. So these will trail down. That's going to trail down. This will trail down. This is going to come out. If any of these get too big, you just simply trim them.
Yeah,
and,
that is beautiful.
And it's going to be an awesome display of color.
Now, does it matter the height of the pot?
Well, that's a good question. This one here, they're going to get root bound a little bit faster. So you might have to rejuvenate it a little bit faster than you would if the pot were deeper. If the pot's deeper, then it's got more root space.
Okay.
But also, if you go too big of a pot, that bottom soil turns kind of mushy and anaerobic, we call it, and it rots.
Okay.
So then you have problems with the roots being in a rotting soil, and that's not good for the plants. So in this situation, these are all fairly shallow rooted. If I was going to get, like, say, a ficus tree or like this vine here, I would get a deeper, just the next size up pot, but deeper.
Well, you know, some people have those really long, you know, tall, skinny pots.
Yeah.
But I'm imagining, do they just, is there some sort of a separation in those where you would only plant the top part?
There are some things that you can insert into the pots, but unfortunately you have to find the right size.
Yeah.
So what I've done is taken water bottles, empty water bottles, and crunch them down and put them in the bottom of the pot. That takes up space. Some of the soil will go down in between the water bottles, and the roots can get down in there. And that's probably the best way to do it.
That's a great
You could
idea.
also put rocks in there, you know, because that would make it, it makes it heavy, so you don't have to worry about it necessarily falling over. But if you want to move it, and you don't have the strength to move it, so the water bottles are usually a little bit better.
That is a really good tip, and why not? We are recycling the water bottles.
There
that
you
is
go.
A perfect idea.
That's right.
Well, thank you. This is so beautiful. I just love it. All right. Well, we are going to head back into the studio.
Did you know that pickleball is the fastest growing sport in Laguna Woods and across the USA? Hundreds of pickleballers play on 7 courts next to the golf course from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, and demand for playtime just keeps growing. But only 4 courts have lights for evening play. So, the Pickleball Club is raising the money to light the remaining 3 courts through a GRF-approved fundraiser called Light the Night. You can help by making a tax-deductible donation of any size through the Village Community Fund, a 501c3 nonprofit community benefit organization. To learn more about Light the Night and make a donation that will help increase the value of our community, go to villagecommunityfund.org and follow the link to Light the Night. Thank you in advance. And here's a Laguna Woods pickle at you.
Our Friday movie is called Cool Runnings, and it stars John Candy from way back when, and this is a Disney movie, so it's going to be super fun. You can catch that at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. And just to give you an idea of what it is about, it's about 4 Jamaicans dream of competing in the Winter Olympics despite never having seen snow. Now, with the help of a disgraced former champion desperate to redeem himself, that would be John Candy, the Jamaicans set out to become worthy of Olympic selection and go all out for glory. So super fun. So you guys can catch that, as I mentioned, 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Now, since we were talking with Sue about candidacies, we also have the GRF are going to be looking for folks, and applications are accepted through September 10th this year, and the GRF directors will elect them November 10th. Now, we will have a Meet the Candidates right here on Village Television during the month of October and November prior to the count. So you can meet all of the candidates that are running for GRF. Now, this weekend, we have a car show that is going to be right here at the Laguna Hills Mall. You can enjoy classic cars as well as fun new cars that will be at the car show. And again, that's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. August 22nd. And for more information, call 949-542-6016. Now, we also have a cycling class that you can participate in right here in Laguna Woods, and that is various times throughout the week. And you'll want to go to ActiveNet to sign up for some of those fun classes. Now, one other thing I want to tell you about is there's going to be a free movie on August 23rd, and you can catch free movies every second and fourth Monday during the months of August and September. And this one is called News of the World in Clubhouse 5's main lounge at 4 p.m. And if you would like to participate, you do need to go to ActiveNet. And if you want more information, recreation@vmsinc.org. All right, let's take a look at our weather as we head out for the weekend. Looking at nice temperatures, we have got 79, 66 today, 77, 63 tomorrow, 80, 61, and then on Monday and Tuesday we start heating up, 81, 62, and then 86, 64. If you're traveling in the state of California, take a look at these numbers. Local beaches 73, 64, Santa Barbara 68, 57, San Diego 73, 66, Tahoe 75, 43, Mammoth 75, 38, and Big Bear 75, 43, and Palm Springs and Las Vegas exactly the same temperatures, 100 with an overnight of 75. We'll have a great Friday. Enjoy the weekend, and we will be back here again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Enjoy the rest of the day, and you can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5 right here on Village Television. Have a great day. Bye-bye.